Alright, fam, let's go get it. I wanted to do a pre-shuffle for this, but it's an Aries reading, so no planning. This is going to be a timeless message whenever you're finding this. Either you are Sun in Aries, Ascendant in Aries, hello, or you are in Aries season, or there are big Aries planetary transits going on in your natal chart. So we're gonna go all in, because that's what Aries do. We are going to check your energy, Aries. Where are you currently? If you're watching this and if you're watching it in a timely manner, so when I post this or next year in Aries season, if this is your birthday reading, happy birthday to my fellow Aries out there. I'm also a Sun in Aries for those that care. And yeah, apparently you Aries care a bit too fucking much, which is one of our greatest qualities, isn't it? We are the heart guardians. I will address us because it's us, okay? So Sun in Aries, this is for you. We got the heart guardian coming out, and she says, love and let yourself be loved. And this is the Mary Magdalene energy. So you might be resonating with that soul code. Could be a highly significant soul code to tap into to balance out your internal fire as well. So, you know, there's this huge misconception about Aries being selfish, because we are the first sign of the zodiac. Yeah, the new year starts when Aries season starts, and that's what Aries feel like. And we knew that for a long time, but the world is just now catching up onto it, right? So it feels like this huge solar return that could also be quite magnetic all over other signs as well. So what I'm trying to say is that this energy is that of Aries, and I will be speaking in a sense of first house placement being Aries in the zodiac wheel. It's the first sign, it's the pioneer, it's the leader. We are all of that, right? We always have been, each in our own niches, and now collectively, as the world is waking up to the new frequencies, Aries are also, it's the leading, helping energy to the fire horse here, right? Which is kind of like the Sagittarian energy, but it's the Chinese zodiac, so it's not Sagittarian energy. But I'm looking at it as, you know, Pokemon perspective, kind of like Rapidash. We are Rapidashing through the year, and Aries has been on point, on top, first head in, you know, it's like we're doing this. And yeah, we're doing this with a very compassionate heart. It's like, for a long time, people have thought we were selfish, we were this and that. However, we were quite people-pleasing and open-hearted, and these wounds have now been healed. And this Aries season, this point in time when you're watching this, is, I feel like my whole head is on fire, but it's like with ideas and that rush of new places, exploration, you know, whether you're exploring your internals or your external worlds, wherever it is that is out of your comfort zone. And for Aries people, it's not that hard to get out of our comfort zones. It's what we've been doing, right? We've been showing people how to get out of comfort zones for the longest. And it's when the Mary Magdalene energy comes in, it's this very soft, feminine, rose flower energy with a lot of reds, which is the root chakra, the base chakra. 444 was on the timer. That could be a significant number for you, Aries. But this woman, doesn't matter what you are, but this woman is a winged woman. So she comes in as an angel of, and you come in as an angel, right? You come in with this compassionate heart, with a lot to give, because you have all this special soul patterning. I'm seeing you might even have Celtic soul codes. You could be tapping into Celtic soul codes, but also this Christian lineage of coming to the heart. It's, you know, us Aries, we are very full-hearted people, because we are kind of the children of the zodiac. We might come off as naive when we are going after what our heart wants, and that really makes it hard for Aries to keep trusting people, because we keep trusting people. We keep trusting people. So yeah, next up we have Direction Guardian, choose your path. And there's a bull, a lion, an eagle, and an angel, and it's giving this Wheel of Fortune energy with a compass in the center. Sorry if my light is too bright. Yeah, it's this wheel of the fixed signs, right? Direction Guardian. The wheel comes in the tarot decks as the representation of the fixed signs. So you could be resonating with your other placements being in fixed signs. Those are Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. And those are some things that we have. I also have certain Scorpio placements and so on. So, and Aquarius. So I relate to this message as well, with having fixed signs in very important relationship related planets. And it brought me this immovable, stoic, analytical approach, or a logical approach to something that should have come from the heart. And that's something that Aries has been transmuting. Like, you know, we've been on fire from thinking about it so much. So on fire. Like our aura has been re-gilded, but it's like with real gold. It's not gilded. It's actually reweaved with golden lattices, is what I'm seeing. And here on the bottom line energy, we have Medicine Guardian, be open to healing informations, with a lot of green, and it's giving me this Raphael energy coming off of this card, Archangel Raphael. He is a healer, and this person as well has there's a lot of light colored hair here, so you might resonate with having blonde or strawberry blonde, or even maybe ginger hair, or just long and wavy or curly hair could be significant here for some of you, just to resonate. But yeah, this Medicine Guardian is holding this healing stick, or whatever he's holding, whatever this is called. Put it in the comments for me. He's holding it like a pen, so you could be writing about how you have healed, or you could be writing along your healing journey, or you could have just been like me, where I just, threw away the book. And this is my book of channeling in daily life. So I have letters to self, I have readings, I have ideas for readings inside. It's not much, but whenever I have like a hard time, I write about it, just to see it from a higher perspective. So you could be doing that, where you're writing down exactly how you feel, as if nobody will ever read this, and reading it back to kind of get that mirror of, being able to handle those emotions on your own, like Aries. It's not that healthy, okay? It's really not that healthy, but these are certain mechanisms that are copable, and you're capable of doing them. And we have Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. So Aries, even though we might be called rash or naive or, happy-go-lucky, stupid even sometimes when it comes to our decisions or the way of living, or you name it, there is this precision with you, where even if you're floating this could resonate with all of your life, but even when you're floating, you know exactly where you are, you know exactly where you're meant to be, and you know within your soul that you're gonna get there. And there's many pathways, and you're able to see all of these pathways. You're not as fixed as some people might think, or as the wheel of karma and dharma has been turning for you back and forth, because yes, we have been bitches, yes, we have been egotistical, but we have transmuted that. We have unblocked our chakras just so we can communicate without being angry, right? We have healed certain vortexes of spiraling through life. And as I was speaking of that karma dharma wheel, something just cut off, right? We're very precise when it comes to understanding what's going on now, as we used to be naive in the past. We now see everything that passes by, but with the mind being calmer, we are able to see exactly who is coming from where and what are they here to do to us. It's like this understanding people's intention just like that. You see through people like they're like their glass. It just reflects off, like your reflection bounces off. And I'm getting this card from my personal deck. I don't know, we might pull that just for funsies. But I have this card that is of a cosmic object. It's a planet with one of the most reflective surfaces in the galaxy, in the observable galaxy. I think it's called LT3339, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but we'll find that card. So the planet's shield, or let's say it for illustrative purposes, the planet's atmosphere is that of a cosmic mirror, because there is so much, I think, silica there that the planet naturally reflects and just looks like a huge cosmic mirror planet. And because it is in very harsh environments, and the only sole reason that planet still exists is because of this shield, but it's actually a reflection of the silica going back into it's like all the heat and everything that wants to destroy this planet, the harsh environment in which this galaxy is in, the planet naturally reflects it right back, and that heat cannot come to the planet. And I put it in my deck just because I relate to that message, because that's how I've been dealing with narcissists. I've been trained in these karmic relationships for the past 15 years. It's my whole dating life. So if you're finding or looking for a message of consoling and understanding why everything has had to happen in the way that it had to happen, is because there were big karmic cycles closing out. That's why we had that Wheel of Fortune depiction coming out through the fixed signs on that change your focus card, or whatever was it. Choose your path, sorry. But yeah, maybe change your focus. So, the wheel turning, quote unquote, is actually every decision that we make for ourselves, or in hindsight, for others. So whenever we don't include ourselves into the equation, we leave ourselves out, and also our intuition gets left out and pushed in the back of our beautiful brain. That is literally the only thing that makes us aware. 1444 on the timer. It's like drink your water and all of that cool shit. I'm an Aries, so I will I will heed my own advice. So whenever you can, whenever you think about it, do it. That's the Aries energy, right? Because we are not planners, we are not, we are very spontaneous. We like fun, we like adventure, we like to not know what's behind the door number 3, as much as we want to know what's behind all doors, right? But because we also want to know what's behind all 3 doors, and we already know that we picked door number 3, it's like us Aries will make a way to see through every door before it's being even opened. Amen. So, Aries, maybe the decisions we have been making have led us down a really funky path, right? And because we are tra-la-la going around towns, wherever we are, just being Aries, right? Not giving a fuck. But oh my god, do we give a fuck? Like, do we are like, this is all of our fucks right here with Mary Magdalene. I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody, especially my Christians out there, but like, she's just immersed in that giving a fuck, you know? And that's Aries energy. And that's what people don't understand. I just want to say this 1,000 times over. Aries have the biggest, most open heart. Every puppy, every child gets, like, we in exchange get uplifted when our inner child is being thriving, or we are meeting a cute little animal and that little part lights up, the heart opens up, and we're such nature kids. Like, we love being in the nature, because, you know, we are like that fireball that runs uphill. We are that, you know, so many things. I could go on forever with my Aries, and I'm sorry for all the little coughs and fillers, but I'm still learning and trying. This is a lot. So Aries, let's take one of my cards. This is a diluted deck because I have to redo half of it. Don't ask me why. Leave a comment if you're really interested, and I'll tell you. But we'll leave it for another day, for another timeless day. Because yeah, Aries, we are like these time weavers and these quantum leapers. We are like these grasshoppers, and I don't know, I just got a little Latin accent. Did you notice that? You could be from Latin America. That could resonate with some of you guys, or you could be from mid Central America. Sorry, I only care about mid and, I mean, Central and South America, but the word America, it's fake news. Shout out to all my Native Americans. I was wondering, sorry Aries, sidebar, you know, the Native Americans, they have different tribes, right? And they're scattered around the place, sadly. Oh my god, I could cry for years about that. And I was wondering, this is just like me thinking, right? What did they call the land? Like, what did the Native Americans call that land? Because they never, I think they never put a name on it, because they knew it wasn't theirs. Like, the land is from God. It's from the source. It's not yours. You're just a human, right? So Aries, let's take it from here. Let's turn it up a notch. We have soul codes of many different lineages. Even though we are not genetically Native Americans, we resonate with Native Americans, we resonate with Egypt, we resonate with Hindus, we resonate with Muslims. We just resonate in this oneness, right, of everything, because we are coming from the heart. Okay, we got the flame, we got a flame shield mantra, but I will whisper it. You can consent to receiving the energy, or you can deny the energy if you want to. But this is for everybody. So what I'll be saying in translation will mean to the Father Consciousness, the untouched, the flame before form, to the perfected ones, the Siddhas beyond karma and time, to the skull-bearing Lord, remover of ego, remover of karmic and astral residues. Now you are shielded for all lifetimes, if you consented to that message. There is this anger coming through. This is such an Aries energy. It's like this Joker energy, right? Or Harley Quinn energy coming through again. It's like this. You are the hero of many people's stories, many people's lives. You are even a more main character than these people feel that they are sometimes, and that's what pisses them off, first off. Second off, you are laughing through turmoil, you are giggling through anger and flames, and you are burning bridges. Oh my god, I almost said something too far gone. It was you're hilarious. So there's this activation going on where we have been in isolation, we have been strategizing, we have been planning, we have had many ideas, and many times we had these restless leg syndrome that I like to call out myself for as an Aries, where we could be the calmest bitch in the room, right? Or the calmest dude. And people would never say, oh my god, not good. Not good. Yeah, like this is just so chaotic, right? Sorry this is taking so long. I'm just tapping into a whole bunch of timelines, and I want to get out what's important and also bite my tongue, because you, collective of Aries, are just fireballs. Like my whole throat and my whole chin, and like this upper part is like I have a bunch of little gnomes sitting on my shoulders just being like, and I'm like, that's so funny, that's so funny, but I can't say it out loud because somebody will report my channel. Like it's that dark humor. So you could be also a type of person where watching a comedy, like a really dark comedy, is something that is just for instance, I relate to this message, that's why I'm also kind of in this energy. Maybe I process trauma with dark humor. So when I go through personal turmoil, I make the funniest jokes, and my friends can confirm that. Back in the day, I could probably write blues songs and also like great stand-up comedy when it came to roasting my exes, or you know, roasting myself. Like I used to roast myself just to like release all of that energy, because I, as an Aries, as a, you know, big-hearted Aries, I am not physically able to carry that weight on my chest. My heart is very light-hearted and very happy-go-lucky, and I need it that way because that's the only way I know how to be. And I I have to like yeah, funny but live, but we're not playing, you know. So I would watch the most misogynistic, the most racist, the most like, and I'm like by no means a feminist, like, you know, those Facebook feminists or anything like that, or but I do prefer understanding equality and oneness of people. Like I could never be racist to somebody, but from where I come from, and because we didn't have much diversity, our environments were kind of like, you know, we called each other the N word as bro, right? So when I started going into the world and visiting different European metropolis or towns, and I saw racism, I wanted to school somebody's kids so bad. And these kids were whiter than me. Like, they were, I will never forget this. They were bullying these two dark-skinned girls that were just waiting on the fucking tram. And I knew I couldn't do anything, but I wanted to like run across the street and just, you know, do the ear twisties from the Slavic folks, like, and just like slap the little boy around, because he's not a little boy. He's acting like his father, and his father is Belgian, and they have a whole thing being, you know, pushed down the line with racism, and they're like making these girls feel so uncomfortable. And you know, I mean, I know they didn't look scared, and they didn't mind them at all, like they didn't even exist. And I'm so proud of them. They were older than these little boys, but they were all kids. And you know, what I wanted to say was, by no means is that coming from hate, you know, but I've well, when I'm watching like stand-up comedy, right? So with Aries, it's like what I'm trying to say is like there's these boundaries that us Aries have crossed for some people. And you know, we have been maybe, you know, called this or that just because some things were coping mechanisms or normalized in our countries, or you know, put down from our fathers. And a lot of these soul codes are like, I don't know, me personally, I've always felt like when I was a kid, I would get really tanned, and I'm very yellow actually. Like I'm not pink and pale. I get quite tanned if I'm exposing myself to the sun. And my mom would used to make fun out of when I would get out of the colony on the seaside, like, this is not my child, she's too dark. And we would be like, ha ha ha, you know, because my family was never racist. And it's just this way of being, like not looking at another person any differently, unless like they're acting like they need a smack in the face. And Aries, have we been on both sides in our lives? Haven't we? Misunderstood for what we're trying to say, for what we're trying to express, or all of those things. It's been really hard to stay open-hearted. And you know, sometimes we say things that are like coming from a little child that doesn't know how to communicate, like being so straightforward, because we don't know how to, I don't know, it's like if we complicate it, then it's just gonna make things worse, right? And there's just this call of this fire being ignited to do the right thing. So whoever's listening to this, there's this transmutation that's going on where we have stopped making fun out of ourselves and out of our situations. whatever you used to like to use to hurt yourself in the brain, in the heart, in the womb. Like, we are taming our fires down to a point where we are seen as open-hearted and able to receive, right? Because Aries energy is like, I would say, if I look at it from a third perspective, I would look at it like this person is always running somewhere. Like, even if they're in their room for weeks on end, they're constantly on the move. Like, even if you're sitting still, your mind is moving all the time. And we're finding these coping mechanisms to change our focus. I keep saying change our focus. Choose your path. So choosing your path is choosing yourself, choosing a different focus as to what you used to do, right? So we're not reminders type of people. Like, we have reminders on our phones, but we just turn them off. Like, they're like it's not even a reminder, it's just a nuisance. And this is your reminder to drink another sip of water, because that also it cleanses, right? So if we have frequency embedded water, like I have crystals, I have cleansed crystals, I put a crystal inside the water, I hold the water and I say to it, like, please cleanse me of all my negative energy. It will give it intent. Like, it has a job now. This water is pulsating with frequency, as am I, right? Closer it is to my heart, the much more is being transmuted. And there's I'm saying this because I'm seeing a lot of different coping mechanisms with you, Aries, where you're trying to calm down all of this fire, all of these restless legs, just to not get ahead of yourself, just so you can finish a project that is your passion project. And how you can do that with an extra boost is if you have a bit more intent as to what you speak, what you receive being spoken to you from social media or from people around you. And I'm getting, like, if you're resonating with this message, you're probably just like me. Like, this is my safe space. This is where nobody can get me. And yes, this is my home, and a lot of people know where I live, right? But come get me, bitch. Like, because I have weapons all around the room and you don't want to be entangled in this mess. I have breakables that are very dear to my heart, and if I break something while I'm fighting you out of my apartment, I'll break you even more. And that's Aries energy, and we don't have to lay a single finger on anybody. That's the energy that's coming through. This is a long ass reading. Should we do another? Yes, okay. You don't have to say it twice. Guys, I know I want one too. What do you want? Let's do astrology cards. Astrology cards for my Aries. Astrology cards for my Aries. We have the 5th house coming out with creativity. So, first thing I got off of it was, if you have been feeling like this, now you're gonna feel like this. So if you've been feeling sad, you're gonna feel very happy. If you've been feeling angry, you're gonna feel very giggly. If you have been feeling jealous, you're gonna feel very confident. Okay, then let's take them. These are very slippery today, so be careful, Aries. This is like a small heed warning to check in with yourself. Just breathe, do a little 3 slow breaths, conscious breaths, in and out, maximum. Don't have to do more than 3. But because the energy from the cards was very slippery and almost everything fell to the floor, but it didn't. And I'm very calm because I'm your guide through the internet and the spiritual world and through removing all fears. I calm down to a different energy. And I have recollected the cards and put them together. Because, yeah, well, I turn them around and I also have 2 cards on me. Well, 3. There's 3. But this is the bottom energy. It's Jupiter with abundance, and there's this huge lightning bolt coming in. So Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, and it's the energy of expansion. That's why everything was on fire. That's why there's a lot of slippery energy, because Jupiter is this happy-go-lucky, like just let's get the fuck in, right? All these arrows and everything, precision pointed, sniper. Okay, you're a sniper. But what you have on target is your abundance, right? Because the first card being creativity, and I bet this will align very beautifully. Heavy cards. Yeah, we have Chiron with the number 8. And the Jupiter is number 7. And the 5th house is 29, which is 11, which is a master number. So you have been mastering your creativity because you really want this abundance. You want this abundance out of your creative space, right? And it's coming from all this healing with the number 8 and Chiron. And Chiron is the wounded healer, right? He's an asteroid, I think. Yeah, an asteroid that orbits our solar system and represents those wounded healer attributes. So let's just do a quick, just a little summarize. Chiron, spiritual meaning. Represents our deepest spiritual wounds, insecurities, and vulnerabilities, often originating in childhood, which can become potent sources of wisdom and healing for ourselves and others. It teaches that healing comes through acknowledging rather than removing pain. So rather than removing pain, Aries, we have transmuted it and we have healed it. And we have healed it through our creativity, whether you were writing, drawing, singing, dancing, touching grass. 6th house, routine with the number 30. You could be in your 30s, or this could resonate for you if you're in your 30s, or just turning 30 this year. But 6th house, it's Virgo. 6th house is that home and work. It's like this diligence, right? The white picket fence and the garden all neat, and also taking care of your home, turning your house into a home. So Aries, you could be turning your vessels from a house to a home, whereas you finally, after such a long period of time, reside in yourself as if you're home. Ooh, we have solar eclipse with revolution number 44. So this is very masculine energy. Of course, this is for masculine and feminine energy reading, but Aries, we are masculine energy. Fire is masculine energy. The sun is masculine energy. And the solar eclipse is the sun being, this is the sun, this is the moon coming from your view in front of the sun. So when the feminine overshadows the masculine, right? When the creativity overshadows the workaholism in your 9 to 5, that's a solar eclipse right there. And the 44 is my personal number. It's a master number, but I relate it to the divine masculine. So, what's being revolutionized here is the way you aspect yourself within, from how you balance your sun and your moon energies and how you eclipse yourself. Like, how does your masculinity overshadow your femininity, and how does your femininity overshadow your masculinity? That is the question here, Aries, for you. Let's just get some more advice. Would you like animals? Of course, Aries loves animals. But we will first do the Kim Kranz deck. I love this deck so much. It's just gorgeous. All right. Dragon, solar plexus. What did I tell you? We didn't even speak on it. We haven't said solar plexus not even once, but I will post a channeled message on the golden dragon, and that might resonate with you. But the dragon is your eye of the tiger. Your dragons are awakening, and we have Leo, the lion, on the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of fire energy. We have the peacock, and the peacock is, in a lot of spiritual explanations, quite egotistical, and that's how people see you, Aries. But this is higher awareness, because this peacock has what, eight eyes on top of his head, so you might be resonating with your life path number being 8. But also this peacock is it's like calm in awareness, even though it's not egotistical. It's really bringing these turquoise colors out into my peripheral. Like, I don't see this as ego. And even though a lot of people see you as egotistical because they don't understand shit, you are actually colored in greens and blues. You are expressing yourself by communicating through your heart. We have the swan coming out. So the swan is this elegant, divine, feminine, mirroring energy. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the cosmic egg. Oh my God. This is like the ultimate beautiful. Oh my God. Wow. So we have ether, air, water, ether. So it is about communicating emotions. That's very important, because the cosmic egg is the crown chakra. So there's this awakening happening. We have solar plexus, and then this blue-green intermezzo with air and water, which is masculine and feminine, but it's this higher awareness and reflection coming off of these cards, like hyper awareness of who you are. And this swan, I'm sorry, I have the light a little bit bright. This swan doesn't work because it's almost an all white card. Okay, there we go. It's like, again, this James Bond feeling, right? But it's a very feminine energy. Hold up. What I wanted to say was, we start with the solar plexus, and we go through this heart, because, okay, we have solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, right? I'm so excited for you guys. We have solar plexus coming out first with the dragon. Then we have the swan and the peacock coming out, which is, it has, the third eye representation with the feathers on top of the peacock's head. We have the blue and the green, which are the heart and the throat. And now we're already covering everything, and then we get the crown. So Aries, your crown chakra is opening up. You're getting a higher awareness. Like, if you think you had powers by now, like, your powers are going to be different. Something new. I'm getting this sense where I started seeing emotions and I thought I was just going crazy. But it all made sense in the end. And I can always see source. Right? I can close my eyes and tell you how you're feeling. That's one of the superpowers I unlocked back in the day, a couple of months ago, maybe 6 months, maybe less, I don't know. I'm a time traveler. I don't look at the time, I don't look at the date unless not as other people do. So Aries, there's so much we could talk about and there's so much to say, but there's some things that we will have to be surprised by, because Aries loves surprises. And I know that if I leave it here, you're just going to be a lot more excited as to what it is, or what it could be, or where you're going, or what's next, right? So don't be too hang up upon what's next. Just enjoy this moment very much. Drink your water, enjoy your teas and coffees and your quiet time, even if it's in the middle of the night when the whole world is sleeping, right? Or so it feels like. Okay, I'm being pointed to my cup. You are becoming your own father and your own mother all over again, but from a very a much higher dimension, a much higher dimension that you're used to. So if you've been living in 5D, you're going to be now understanding a few things deeper, or rediscovering something that, like, it's like this: you always knew you had superpowers, you just don't know when they're gonna get activated, and they are being activated as we are speaking. We are, as you're listening and as we are talking, well, quite one-sided, isn't it, for me right now, but this might help somebody, you know. As we are speaking, you're being healed just because you are on this transmission of energy. If you've listened so far, you listened to what? 48 almost minutes of pure awareness, right? If you resonate with this message. And I hope somebody does, I really do. If nothing else, I resonate with this message, and I'll leave it at that. But I hope some Aries out there, or Aries placements, or somebody in Aries season that is going through what I've talked about. I'm being pointed back to that racism talk. Maybe there's somebody listening to this that is actually racist and has certain opinions on it. I don't have to change anybody's mind or make them think differently, but I do not condone, what's it called? The devil is trying me, man. I don't condone supremacy, white supremacy. Okay, that's all. God is the greatest, the most merciful, and the most righteous. If you have any concerns, Aries, I know you're solo queuing your whole life, and I know you are God's creatures listening to this message this far. I'm sorry if this transmission in right now bothered any soul particle of you, but I have to say it for those in the back, because they listen to me the loudest, you know. So we'll leave it here. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I need y'all's energy to feed. No, I'm joking. I don't need no energy. Don't send it this way. I just take it back. I have enough of my own energy. I don't need yours, okay? But if you're sending me prayers and positive vibes, I'll always accept those right into my heart. If you like these videos, or you have any ideas on what we should do next or how we should do things, I'm open to anything. We might get some cool transmissions. And if you like, comment, subscribe, share, and do all the cool stuff. Check the description box and, you know, share this energy with the loved ones that you have. Then me and my spirit team can tap into your energy even more, or get onto a bit, you know, a few more storylines other than mine. So we'll just wing it until we get a collective. That's what I feel like. I'm not worried about views or likes or comments at all. I don't really care. I just want these out, like the energy to be in the ethers, to be radiating throughout the whole world from a loving energy and a connecting energy. So even if you're not an Aries and you resonate, did you see that? And you do resonate with this message, you are protected in my prayers as well. All of the full-hearted people, all of the people that are changing their focus towards their heart light, you're all welcome in my prayers. And yeah, I don't know how to stop this today. I don't know. It's like I want to go on forever. So yeah. Bye.